Welcome to Read Your Comics. Today we're looking at
Hulk #1 by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby.
Who is your favorite character
Hulk,
and why?
because he's green. Well, mostly. Sometimes he's gray. He's misunderstood too. Like, he's so misunderstood that sometimes when people just want to help him, that Hulk doesn't know, Hulk won't trust them because they're at least if it's a human.
Do you feel like you relate to that?
Sort of.
How many times have you read Hulk #1?
Once or twice or 3 times.
We have a lot of formats to read Hulk #1, and we have
The Essential, the Epic Collection, Marvel Masterworks in this one, where he's like coming out of a brick wall like this.
an old trade paperback.
Yeah.
But in that one, he was green. In that old trade paperback, they colored him green. But what color was he when he first appeared?
Gray, like this one.
And why did he stay gray?
Because they couldn't, the printing at the time wasn't as good, so they couldn't keep him gray. That's why and the issues after this, from Hulk #2, 6 of the original Hulks, he was green. And then he went into Tales to Astonish and Avengers.
You've read a lot of Hulks, haven't you?
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite Hulk stories?
The Leader ones, the Abomination ones, and the Rhino ones. Those ones are pretty good.
So who would you say the best villain is?
And also I like the Dark Hulk ones.
Oh, when he was gray, but when with Doctor Strange and Submariner.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool issues. Okay, so let's look at Hulk #1. Do you want to show your personal copy of Hulk #1?
Yeah. It's down here. Got it. There it is. It's in the bag and board.
And where did you get that?
Out of a toy. A Hulk toy. The Hulk comes with 2 different paint jobs. It comes with the gray that you see right here, and the green, which is the one that I got. So pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Okay, let's set that one to the side and let's have a look at this one.
Also, I like the very dark blue right there.
You like the colors on this one better?
Yeah, but his hair is different colors.
Yeah, what color should his hair be? Should his hair be this yellow blondish color?
No, I think it should be brown.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
But when he turns into Hulk, it's black.
Yeah.
Like you see on both of these. Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look at this one though. Just put yours to the side.
Oh, and also the background colors are different.
Yeah.
Because they're both recolored.
Okay, this is a facsimile edition, so it looks a lot like an original Hulk #1. It's going to have the original abs.
It doesn't feel like it.
No, it doesn't.
Like this one feels good.
Yeah, it's got a heavier, glossier paper. That they did not print it like that back then.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let you just flip through it and talk about your favorite parts in it and tell us what happens in it. And if you see anything, just point out that you like.
I like this page. Because it's like the opening, and it says the Hulk, and then there's Hulk. He's walking, I think, because it kind of looks like that.
Yeah.
That's part 1, the coming of the Hulk. That has his origin stuff, and all that. So, his origin is, there was a gamma bomb that Puny Banner made. I call him Puny Banner because Hulk calls him that. So, when he made that, see, there's this guy. He wants to find out the secrets, but Puny Banner won't tell him. It's a big secret.
What's his name?
Igor. So then General Ross comes in here, or as I sometimes call him, General Rossi Dude. Or General Thunderbolt Ross.
Who else is introduced on this page?
Well, there's also Betty.
Mm-hmm.
And Betty and Puny Banner. They love each other.
Yeah. So, oh gosh, on the first page we're introduced to the main character, Bruce Banner, a villain of the issue, the
He
General
actually
Ross.
plays a big villain role for the main villain.
General Ross and his love interest, Betty, all on the first page. Go ahead.
Yeah. So then, see, Rick drives in like a sports car or something. And then Puny Bear sees it, but they're gonna fire the bomb. So he goes in to save him in his Jeep. Or is it a Jeep?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like a Jeep.
And Rick is just chilling. But then Puny Bear tells him that there's a bomb. So he puts Rick in the ditch. But it blows up. I like that panel. That panel looks cool. Because it's just this outlining, like, lines. That panel is reused a lot. And then retells Origin, they use that panel.
It's a good panel, isn't it?
Yeah. I use it too sometimes when I do Hulk Origin too. Well, at least I try. I also try to do that one. That's cool transition. The gamma bomb is blown up and then he wakes up.
Mm-hmm. That is a good transition.
At the hospital. And guess who brought him there?
Who?
Rick. Because he saved Rick's life. And Rick didn't even know it needed saving. So then there's that. I forgot what it's called.
It's called a Geiger counter. What does it do?
It picks up the radiation in the air and just clicking. But there's too much clicking. But Rick thinks it's a radio.
Yeah.
And then it clicks. But it's the nighttime now. So he's Hulk. Because originally it wasn't that he was angry. Originally it was when it became night. Because they're still figuring out what to do with Hulk.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they didn't quite know. They were making this stuff pretty fast and loose at the time.
This is the first time Hulk is ever released out of Puny Banner. Caused a gamma. So he doesn't know where he is. Because it's kind of like he has two different brains.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good way to think about it.
So he breaks out. And they're on patrol and stuff, and Hulk wrecks their car. The patrol car. And now they're angry at him for it. And then he walks away. And Rick follows. So, part 2. I like that. Big splash page. That's a pretty cool one. Because he's like behind a rock. I like the army. It's following him. And part 2 is called The Hulk Strikes. And that's when they give him the name Hulk. And then everybody gives him the name Hulk. And soon he starts using it as his name, Hulk. Also, Puny Banner doesn't know that about that he's called Hulk. He also doesn't know that he is Hulk.
Where's he going?
To the third cabin. That one. Because that's Puny Banner's one. So he seems to remember that. And then, surprise, Igor is there. He's searching for the secrets of the gamma bomb. Pretty well hidden, actually. But under something that is least expected for it to be hidden. This bunch of little pages. There's Igor beaten up. And then he sees a picture of Puny Banner. But he doesn't know that's him. But Hulk thinks it's weak, like he says right there, and soft. He hates it. That's why he calls it Puny Banner.
He hates Puny Banner because he's weak and soft.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that he has a picture of himself on his vest. Who does that?
Yeah. But then, as they come, see, there's the sun right there. He's coming back to Puny Banner. And then, the police and General Ross come in. Except they kind of don't look like police.
No, they're military police.
Oh.
Because they're on a military base. That's what this, where it says MP on the side, that means military police.
I was always wondering what that meant. So then they take Igor out of the lab. He keeps saying, the Hulk, the Hulk, the Hulk. These two army dudes who probably were at there. Probably
those guys.
Those two.
Yeah.
Saw the Hulk, and now, since they didn't really seem that good, they're explaining him as like a gorilla that escaped from the zoo or something, or a bear that escaped from the circus.
That shows you how reliable eyewitnesses can be sometimes.
Yeah, but Rick knows, but he's not going to do the secret.
Yeah, he's not giving it up now.
Then, Rick is going to put a bandage on his shoulder. And then he goes to sit down on the couch. And Betty leaves, too. Like everyone else. Except Rick and Puny Banner. Because it's Puny Banner's cabin. Is Igor. And, you know, he's the same guy as,
it's okay.
You know.
we can stay here. Yes, we know. He's the same guy. He's the bad guy that was raiding the lab that we caught. And what's he doing here?
See,
yeah, and he fired the gamma
bomb. If he presses down on it like this, cause like he stuck some like electronics under it.
Yeah, some kind of like radio device in his thumbnail.
See, if he presses down on it like that, it'll send a signal to his base.
Who got it?
These guys.
And who are those guys?
Guys who work for the gargoyle. Who's that guy?
Where's the gargoyle from?
I forgot.
Do you remember what country he's in?
No.
He's in, what was the old Soviet Union or Russia.
Oh. So then that guy, see, they're very scared of the gargoyle. He sticks it under the door.
Why do you think they're scared of him?
Because he's the gargoyle. He gets in a submarine, then a rocket launches out of the submarine, then missiles hit the submarine, and then
not
he
the
lands.
Submarine.
I mean the rocket. The submarine is still underwater.
Yeah.
And it blows it up, but the gargoyle escaped.
Yeah.
It's out. See, that's the gargoyle.
Mm-hmm.
Has gloves. And he's just driving, just cruising along with Rick until it's nighttime and turns into Hulk. They messed up.
Yeah, they messed up right there. Made him green on that panel for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't think the original copy is probably gray, but in this one, whoever was recoloring it got a little confused for a second.
Yeah.
And then whoever was supposed to be editing it didn't catch it either. Keep going.
So, then they walk away.
Is Hulk nice to Rick?
No.
Not really. But he goes with him anyway, doesn't he? Rick?
Yep.
Why does Rick stay with Hulk when Hulk's so mean to him?
Because he's the only one who knows Hulk's secret.
Yeah. And because Banner saved his life.
Yep.
And he knows that Hulk is Banner, so he feels loyal to Banner.
Yeah. So then we're at General Ross and Betty's house. Also, Betty's General Ross's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So she's just thinking about Puny Banner. Then she just walks outside to get some fresh air. And then Hulk comes, and then she faints. And then, well, I guess the gargoyle was stepping out of, like, the yellow world. Where everything is yellow except him. Because that whole panel is yellow.
They're in a white world, they're in a blue world, and they're in a yellow world.
Yeah. It's an ad for FF and Amazing Fantasy. But the Spidey issue, which is Amazing Fantasy number 15, wasn't called Amazing Adult Fantasy.
No. They took the adult off.
Yeah. I mean, look at that. The shadow, there's a shadow of a hand, and then it takes that. Strange, actually.
Yeah, but it's not doing his shadow anymore, is it?
Also cool FF ad.
Mm-hmm. Part 5.
The Hulk triumphant. Then he shoots Hulk, but not with a bullet, because also those don't hurt a Hulk, but with something that makes them both do his bidding. So then he takes them off on a boat that soon goes to a jet. Where's that rocket? But then, also, the gargoyle has no idea what happened to the Hulk.
Oh yeah, he because they get the Hulk on the rocket, and he's bringing the Hulk back to Russia, but because they travel to where it's daytime, he turns back to Banner. So when he gets off, he's like, "Where's the Hulk?"
But then all he wants is to be back to a guy. So then Puny Banner helps him. And then, guess what? They all see it. And they're wanting this, and they think they'll see the gargoyle. And they do see the gargoyle, but they don't know it's him until he tells him. And then he triggers this switch that they're telling him not to. But he's like the leader of them and stuff. So then he blows their base up. The end.
So what are your thoughts on Hulk number 1? You think it's a good introduction to the character?
Yeah, pretty good. And I already said why I really like the Hulk.
Yeah. So do you think if you had started with number 1 and that was your first introduction to the Hulk, do you think you would like the Hulk as much as you ended up liking him now?
Not unless I read more issues, probably.
You need more issues to like it. But would that issue be interesting enough to keep reading?
Yeah.
A lot of cool stuff happens in it, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Look at the cover comparison.
Well, that's all we got.
That's it for Hulk number 1.
Until next time,
Read your comics.